I am on the Pacific Crest Trail.
It hurts. It hurts? How much?
A lot.
On the 2,600-mile hike along the Pacific Crest Trail, through hikers plan to spend about 5 months on the trail, starting at the U.S.-Mexico border and heading north.
Hey, my name is Eric, and this year I hiked 2,600 miles from Mexico to Canada, going through California, Oregon, and Washington. It's one of the craziest things that I've ever done in my life, one of the best things I've ever done. Here's a little glimpse of what it looked like.
The spirit of David and the cracks of the walls and the schemes, and we're all running. We're exposed to the rain coming down from the clouds and the fire that falls from heaven. But our tragedy binds what our ignorance hides. We all wind up here together. Yeah, our bodies are tied and our souls, they're blind bones broken by the weather.
Got a lot of bad days still coming our way, but it's sweet ever after. Wind and waves breaking over our walls, but the ship, it don't shatter. The real life lesson about a life well lived is you lose what don't matter. But the sun's coming up on the stairway to heaven, and it's sweet ever after. And it's sweet ever after.
So this story actually begins at the end of 2021 in Italy, where I was volunteering in the mountains. I was staying with the host family, and the mom's brother was telling me stories of this trail. And it's something you only read in a book or see in the news or a movie, but I didn't realize that it was actually possible. He was telling me about the views, the obstacles, all the people that he met. He shared his journey with me, and I got so stoked that this was something that was feasible. So I asked my dad,
Hey Dad, can I walk from Mexico to Canada?
Are you kidding me? Are you stupid? You got nothing to do or what?
and after a lot of hard work and convincing, he eventually made a bet with me that I wouldn't last 100 miles. In January, I entered a lottery for the hike, and I was one of the lucky ones to actually get a permit for the trail. In February, I turned 19 and I bought my very first backpacking backpack. I started training and preparing for the hike in March. And on April 25th, I took a leap of faith and I set out on trail. The southern terminus was a palpable sense of excitement and anticipation. As I took my first initial steps on the trail, it felt surreal. The realization that this potential 5-month-long journey was both exciting and daunting. The first few miles are a mix of adrenaline, nervousness, and pure joy. Even though I grew up in a desert all my life, this felt so unfamiliar. It felt like a new world. And this was exhilarating. Now the first little bit of the hike did not come easy at all. Adjusting to physical demands of hiking, getting accustomed to carrying a heavy pack, getting blisters all over my feet. It hurt, and I was sore every single day. We were all establishing our own routine, developing a system for hiking, cooking meals,
I like good tray food.
and setting up our camp at night. The desert section of the PCT is known for its extreme temperatures. During the day, temperatures can sit around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, while at night they can drop below freezing. Not only that, there were long water carries. Miles and miles where we wouldn't even see a water source at all. We were blessed by trail angels who went out of their way to leave us water caches, quite literally saving our butts from dehydration.
I'll be lying right by your side in Barcelona.
Alright, so tuna mixed with the mashed potatoes, a lot better. It's like,
It really adds a lot.
yeah, it adds a lot.
Another huge aspect of the trail is community.
What the heck?
You meet new hikers every single day on the trail from all over the world who are all trying to make it to Canada.
Song Barcelona. Every time you have to go.
So we're building muscle in our legs, right?
I'll be lying right by your side.
But I think it's good because I don't drink enough.
The pain that we felt started to become our new normal. And miles started to be easier.
You look like a caveman.
But he stays with it, and that's the mentality that's gonna get him to Canada.
But this was just getting us ready for the Sierra.
So happy.
The Sierra section of the PCT is one of the most iconic and challenging stretches of the trail, walking through high peaks and stunning alpine lakes. This section of the trail is known for its breathtaking beauty, its rugged terrain, and unpredictable weather, making it a part of the trail that was not to be taken lightly at all. We added to our packs a bear can and some snow gear, and we did not like that extra weight at all. Now, the Sierras are beautiful, but it is a remote section of the PCT, and we'd have to pack for many days at a time. There were many challenges, from steep ascents and descents to narrow passes and stream crossings. This is when I discovered that I just don't like mosquitoes. One of the most famous features of the Sierras is Mount Whitney. It is the highest peak in the continental US, and oh boy was that an adventure.
I was Cleopatra. I was young and an actress when you knelt by my mattress and asked for my hand. But I was sad you asked it as I laid in a black dress with my father in a casket. I had no plans.
The Sierras were cold, yet we kept pushing and we kept enduring.
And I left the footprints, the mud stain on the carpet, and it hardened like my heart did when you left town. But I was late for this, late for that, late for the love of my life. And when I die alone, I'll be on time.
As we made it to Northern California, things were simple again. The views may be underwhelming compared to that of the Sierras, but there was a sweetness to it.
Nobody knows
how to say goodbye. It seems so easy till you try. Then the moments passed you by. Nobody knows how to say goodbye.
Even though some of the days seemed like a drag at times, it was a reminder that I still had a long way to go before I made it to Canada.
Nobody knows how to get back home. And we set out so long ago. Search the heavens and the earth below. Nobody knows how to get back home.
There were new friends, new views, new sights, new things to see. This was my life now, and I was so blessed to be out there.
Nobody knows how the story ends. Live the day, do what you can. This is only where it began. Nobody knows how the story ends. Nobody knows how the story ends.
Now Oregon came, and what a relief it was to finally finish my first state. California was long, but I didn't even know if I was ready for what was next. I started averaging 40-mile days just so I could outrun the mosquitoes.
True that I saw her hair like the branch of a tree, willow dancing on air before covering me, under cotton and calicos, over canopied dapple long ago. True that love and withdrawal was the weeping of me, that the sound of this song must be known by the tree, must be felt for to fight the cold. A fretted fire, but that was
It was hard, it was long, and it was tiring. But the lush forest and the mountain views were so worth it.
It's not tonight when you hold me tight. Let the fire bright, oh, can blaze alight. Oh, you're good to me, oh, you're good to me, oh, you're good to me,
The very last section, Washington. The state where we could start picking our food from bushes. The state where we start preparing for the end. This was the Sierras all over again, where everything is just beautiful.
Breathing in, breathing out. How you been? Settle down. You feeling right? You feeling proud? How are your kids? Where are they now?
You wake up in the mountains hiking every day thinking that this has always been your life. But then you look back at how far you've come and where you started.
If I get too close, and I'm not how you hoped, forget my northern attitude. Oh, I was raised out in the cold. If the sun don't rise till the summertime, forget my northern attitude. Oh, I was raised on little light.
You see how far you've come and how far you've grown. And everything that you've been working towards leads up to here. All the pain, all the setbacks, all the times I wanted to quit. It got me here.
If I get too close, and I'm not how you hoped, forget my northern attitude. Oh, I was raised out in the cold. If you get too close, and I'm funky fine northern attitude. Oh, I was raised out in the cold. If the sun don't shine till the summertime, funky fine northern attitude. Oh, I was raised on Little Light.
August 16th. I did it. Now, my trail name on the trail was Faith. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. No qualifications, no experience, but I took a leap of faith to go on trail. This was God's calling for me to step out of my comfort zone, to go into unknown territory. I had such an amazing group of people, and even though I didn't feel as though I was equipped or ready, God took care of me the whole entire way through. I had no idea how many obstacles and challenges I would face, but I had faith that I'd be able to make it to the end. Faith that I could survive with only what I was carrying on my back. Faith that I wouldn't quit no matter how many times I called my parents telling them that I wanted to come back home. Faith that the bad days would help me grow and shape me into who I am meant to be. Faith that the good days would humble me and make me grateful. Faith that the mosquitoes would eventually go away. And faith that I am exactly where I am meant to be. I was there to shine love and light and share my story with those around me. One of the most rewarding aspects of the hike was the people. Trail angels, as some may know, were those who wanted to give back to the trail.
Hey, my name is Janelle. I live in Burbank, about 60 miles from here, and I come up every year in May 2 or 3 times, and this year I came up yesterday and today.
They blessed us with food and water and brought smiles to our faces at the end of a long day. They gave me and my friends the motivation to keep on going. And out of that, lifelong friendships were made. Sometimes things may just seem truly impossible, but we must be willing to take risks and step outside of our comfort zone. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. While the road ahead may seem uncertain, we can discover a new sense of purpose and meaning that can transform our lives in ways that we never thought about before. We can embark on a great new journey of growth and discovery. So no matter what your dreams or goals may be, it all starts with a leap of faith. Hey, it's Eric here, or Faith on the Trail, and I know I look a little bit different now, and I'm in a completely different place, but it's been about a year since I started the trail, and I'm on a completely different path now. I'm not hiking big crazy miles every single day anymore, but I've still been finding time to go outside and to be out in nature. I've been going on short little hikes, I've been going on runs, I've been rock climbing, I've been skiing. And even this past year, I was road tripping, visiting some national parks and visiting some friends, and I even volunteered in Africa for a few months. Climbed a mountain there, and right now I'm living in Australia. It's been one of my dream countries for a while, and I'm just working here and studying online. So the past few months editing this video, it's been a mix of emotions. I was going back through all my footage and all the photos, and I was reminiscing on the incredible memories that I made on the trail. I was watching myself grow so much during a period of my life that just felt so still. And to me, that was kind of a bittersweet feeling. The thing is, I don't regret a single thing because I've learned something quite profound. I realized that life isn't always about the next big high. It's not always about those glorious mountaintop moments where you feel like you're on top of the world. I realized it's also about the valleys. It's about the moments where you feel like you're wandering aimlessly with no end in sight. Those moments where you feel lost, not knowing your next step. I realize that these are also the moments that capture the essence of life's beauty. Life is such an incredible adventure, and it's such an incredible journey. But I also realize it's also about discovering beauty in the unexpected places, places that you never thought you'd find beauty. Embracing the uncertainties and trusting in God's plan the whole entire way. I'm grateful for every single step I took on the PCT, and it shaped me into the person that I am today. And I realized that God's got a greater calling that's guiding my steps each and every single way. And wherever that calling leads me, I will follow it with faith. So as I say goodbye to this incredible journey and to the Pacific Crest Trail, I'm ready for my next leap of faith.